It's a well-known fact that marketing companies target women because they can convince women easier to buy things because they focus on the emotion. As Chris Rock, I think, said in one of his specials, men, if men could get women living inside of boxes on the street,
At the end of the day, someone will suffer. And according to the following article, it's the woman who suffered the most. They suffer from empty promises from their partner,
yo, you can't,
and
you
now
can't,
they suffer from empty promises from whoever they voted for.
you, you can't.
Davido once said, guys, Davido once said, you know Davido, right? The Afrobeat guy, he said, real quick, he said, make money or you suffer.
Well, you can't, KR, make a joke about something as serious as, or not make it. You didn't make a joke, but the timing. You made the timing, so the timing of the sharing the article hilariously. I started laughing, and right where you said, and
It's not my, you
no,
started laughing.
but that's not the problem. Yeah, I started laughing. Not,
Perfect transition.
the transition was perfect, so I was laughing at that, and then you said black women will suffer the, or women will suffer the worst, and then you zoomed out, and I was laughing like
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to build up a show, man.
you're yeah, but
It's
I
also
mean
perfect.
a
And,
little bit
and
of
then I went from women will suffer, and then I went to
and I was still
another
laughing,
partner.
and I was still laughing at the transition, and then you said women will suffer, and you made the screen big again. I was laughing.
Guys, he's not laughing at women. He's laughing at, I don't know what he's laughing at, but he's not laughing at women.
Thanks, bro.
RJ is a nice guy.
No one's here to save you guys. Case in point. KR is saying, RJ, you're on your own.
RJ is a nice guy. He's a very nice guy.
I'm not a nice guy. Anyway, let's continue. Go to hell, man.
Oh man. Anyway, guys, according to Yahoo article, women will be the ones who suffer the most if they pull this through. And according to the article, why do women owe so much more than men? Guys, let us know in the comments why you think women owe much more than men. What do you guess, RJ?
Come again? I was looking what the writer was of the article. She's a social justice.
Okay.
That's what I
Doesn't
wanted
matter
to.
who wrote it because the points that are made, you didn't even have to research them. It's clear. It's clear who wrote it. According to the writer,
What's the
why
question?
do women owe so much? Why is there a barrier of paying off the student loans? Number one, give me only one. I'm not gonna make it. She has 3 points, but give me one.
Oh, is it the gender pay gap?
According to the writer, it's the gender pay gap. Number one. Second, a lack of generational wealth. I don't know, but I don't know if the writer is
Blind.
but I think 80% of people who are going to college have a lack of generational wealth. It's not only one.
Not only that, like 80% of millionaires are self-made billionaires as well. So it's
Yeah.
it's
So,
like
so a lot of about 90% of people, there is no generational wealth. If you're lucky, your grandma will leave you with some pictures of the family.
of the money she had.
Pictures of the money, the stacks.
under her bed. They probably
Majority of the people, there will not be generational wealth. So I don't know what that's about. But then she also said gender norms placed on women. What gender norms? Not paying your debt?
Mm. What does it say? Maybe she elaborates in the article. Maybe
She continues by saying, what gender norms is there which makes you don't pay debt? Anyway,
if men would pay for dinners, then they would have money to pay for
men have
debt.
to pay for dinners, then they have to pay for the relationship, and then they also have to pay the student loan debt. And women have to only pay one thing. Yeah, that's
I shouldn't expect anything in return.
or are women also paying or are the roles reversed? Are women paying for the dates these days? And that's why there is new gender norms placed on the women.
Exactly.
Let us know in the comments. I'm not
Exactly.
sure.
Maybe it is that. Indeed. Maybe because the new gender norms,
Women are the
maybe they have to pay 50-50, or they haven't paid 50-50 in the past. So maybe that's, I don't know, man. But anyway, but if she doesn't
new
explain
norm.
it, she doesn't explain it in the article.
Well, she talks about
Guys, let us know if you would know, if you have an idea.
first of all, she says that black women are particularly affected by the student loan debt, owing an average of 37,000, almost 37,500, compared
Compared
to
to
29,000 or 30,000 of white men and 31,000 of white women. Again, I'ma hit it. Where are black men?
better, yeah. Yeah.
Who did write this one, man?
Is it
What is this, man?
how much? What's the? Or are they insinuating that black men don't go to school?
Yo,
Hey, you never see
yo,
black. You
all
never
black
see.
men are the best payers. They don't have that.
Maybe
They are stacking all those grants.
it's amazing how they choose. They pick and choose who they use in the article to fit a narrative. It seems like. But anyway,
Then she continues by saying, "Oh, wrong one." She continues by saying the gap means women earn less, delaying the time it takes to pay off their student loans, but also pushes women to pursue advanced degrees in an effort to increase their pay and reach the economic standing of their male counterparts.
well, what it's important to remember is, first of all, what are they studying? A lot of people. This doesn't count for only women, but when they go into school, they tell you choose something that you're passionate about. They don't tell you choose
Worst
something.
idea.
That's the worst advice you can tell someone. I mean, if your parents have the money, or if you have the money, you can go to school and learn something that you really like. That's no problem. But you're going into debt, and what are you going into debt for? A lot of these degrees aren't degrees that translate well
Social
into the.
work.
They don't translate well into the market. So that's the first thing, right? What degrees are you obtaining? Second thing that I wanted to say. Can you pull up the article again so I can? Uh, Something you said about yeah, there. That means women earn less. Oh yeah, I remember. The second thing. 70% of consumers are women. It's a well-known fact that marketing companies target women because they are more easily uh, convincible. Is that a word? I don't know if that's a word, but you understand what I'm saying. You can convince, so they can convince women easier to buy things because they focus on the emotion. As I forgot who it was, Chris Rock, I think, said in one of his specials, men, if men could get women living inside of boxes on the street, then they would do so. But men do, if you look at the commercials geared toward women are never, it's never if you buy this, you'll get a man. It's always if you buy this, you'll be happy, you'll be fulfilled. And men's commercials are always if you buy this, you will get a woman. It increases the chances of you getting a woman. So 70% of consumers are women. I mean, we need to, a lot of things aren't, I think, I mean, that's another discussion for another day. But it's very easy to just throw these things in the air But the reality of the matter is that these issues are more complex, and people don't want to talk about it. They want to approach it from this angle, because then they would really need to think, and people don't like thinking. They just like what's the word, Care?
Regurgitating?
Yeah,
Regurgitating.
yeah, regurgitating what someone said instead of thinking for themselves. That's the easiest path to failure in your personal life.
Yes, yes. I was trying to search for article I once saw about the economy. Basically, what you said, like women being 70%, and also being right now a lot of times the the person who's the earner of the family. It says, I think it says that businesses are the biggest winners of economy. It's not the women themselves.
Oh, at the end of the day, people. That's the fun. That's the funny thing. Everyone. We live in a society is in the West where there is a illusion of freedom. You think you're different. Everyone's different these days, KR. Everyone wants to be different. You think you're different, but actually, if you're not being a majority of the in the majority of cases, if you're not being pushed by the one party or the one group, you're being pushed and influenced by the other group. But at the end of the day, the money always goes to the top, because what do emancipated women do? They buy things. Where does the money go to? To the big corporations. What do um, what do the people who say no, corporations are bad, we're vegans or pescatarians or whatever, what do? Do they go out and plant themselves? Oftentimes they have a mini garden for their social media feed, but a majority of food they buy in supermarkets, big chains. Where does the money go to? To the big corporations. So at the end of the day, they create, I mean, we seem to have on our level, day to day, we disagree with one another, and someone will come and comment something on this video saying they can label us. People are quick to label these days, and you think, hey, I am on this side, that person is on the other side, but no matter which side you are, it's like the ants in a box. They are amongst each other, forming their colonies, maybe going to war with one another, and the majority of the companies, they keep winning. The government keeps doing what it has to do, and if you're not aware of that, then you will fall for these. You will, first of all, write these type of articles, and second of all, you will believe the content of these articles.